Welcome to our video, Manage Selling Benefits for Your Brand. When a seller wants to enroll their brand with Amazon, they start by creating an Amazon Brand Registry account if they don't already have one. They should create that account with the same credentials they use to sign into Seller Central. That ensures they'll have full access for the brand when they sign in to either portal. After creating a brand registry account, a seller can enroll their brand. The enrollment process simultaneously registers the brand with Amazon and affiliates it with the seller's brand registry account. After a brand's enrollment is approved, the seller's Seller Central account is also associated with the brand. This gives the seller listing privileges for the brand, meaning they can enter or select the brand's name in the brand name field while creating or suggesting updates to a product listing in Seller Central. The seller becomes eligible to activate a full suite of brand selling benefits too, including stores, A+ content, and Amazon Brand Analytics. If the seller who enrolled the brand wants to provide other Amazon sellers with listing privileges and the eligibility to activate selling benefits, they can associate additional Seller Central accounts. Let's review the process for associating an additional Seller Central account for a seller who is internal to a brand. Then we'll learn how to associate the account of a third-party reseller. Before we begin, it's important to note that both these processes are distinct from the process used to manage Amazon Brand Registry roles. If you'd like more information about how additional brand registry accounts can be affiliated with a brand and provided with access to protection tools and administrative controls, see our Seller University video, Manage Amazon Brand Registry Roles. A seller who enrolls a brand can extend listing privileges and the eligibility to activate selling benefits to additional Seller Central accounts using a self-service tool on Brand Registry. Other Brand Registry user accounts assigned the administrator role can do this too. This tool is only intended to associate sellers who are internal to a brand. It lets them activate a full suite of selling benefits, including all those in the Brand section of the Seller Central main menu. This section provides access to tools like Brand Analytics, which surfaces potentially sensitive information about a brand. So third-party resellers shouldn't be associated using this method. The association process for a seller internal to a brand starts with that seller. They should submit a request in Seller Central by hovering over Brands, then clicking Build Your Brand in the main menu. From the Build Your Brand page, they click the View Registered Brands button. They'll see a list of the brands they sell in the Amazon store on the Brand Benefit Eligibility page. To request listing privileges and selling benefit eligibility for a brand, they click the Identify as the Brand Owner button, then the Submit Request button in the pop-up. If a seller internal to a brand doesn't have access to the Brand Benefit Eligibility page in Seller Central, they should contact Seller Support to request listing privileges and the eligibility to activate selling benefits. After a seller has submitted a request through the Brand Benefit Eligibility page, they can be associated with the brand by the seller who enrolled the brand or another administrator. Start by clicking Manage, then Access to Selling Benefits. Under the Overview tab, you'll see a list of Seller Central accounts already associated with one or more of your brands, minus the seller who enrolled the brand. If you'd like to dissociate a selling account on this list and revoke access, click the Manage Access button, then Remove. To review an active request from a seller to be associated with a brand, click the Requests tab. Then click the Accept button or click Reject to deny access. The seller receives email confirmation after either button is clicked. When you associate a seller internal to your brand using this process, they receive listing privileges for the brand and selling benefit eligibility simultaneously. That means they can use the brand name field to select or enter the brand name while creating a new listing in Seller Central. Any updates they suggest to the brand's existing product detail pages are also given preference over suggestions from other sellers. These sellers can activate all brand benefits for their Seller Central account too, including brand analytics, virtual bundles, stores, A+ content, sponsored brands, and Vine. If, instead of associating a seller internal to the brand, you want to associate a third-party reseller, you can follow a separate manual process. This process provides a reseller with the same listing privileges enjoyed by sellers internal to the brand, but it provides them with the eligibility to activate a more limited set of selling benefits, which helps protect the brand's private information. Those benefits include stores, A+ content, and sponsored brands. But they don't include most benefits accessible via the Brands section of the Seller Central main menu, like Brand Analytics and Manage Your Experiments. Resellers who have been associated with an enrolled brand won't see the Brands section of the menu. To provide resellers with listing privileges and selling benefit eligibility, start by supplying them with supporting documentation that demonstrates their relationship with your brand. This could be a distribution agreement or other official correspondence. Then ask them to reach out to their designated account manager. When they contact their account manager, they should provide the name of your brand and their supporting documentation. They should also confirm that they're requesting listing privileges and the eligibility to activate selling benefits for their Seller Central account as a third-party reseller. Resellers don't appear in the Access to Selling Benefits tool after they've been associated with a brand, but they can confirm their eligibility to activate selling benefits by navigating to them in Seller Central. This concludes our video on managing selling benefits. Thank you and happy selling in the Amazon store.